Alright, hello fruity cuties, it's me Kiwi, and we're back with Limbus Company, with
Limbus Company!
The one and only. We have the new Canto out, new story content, let's fucking go. It feels like it's been ages, because I think I started playing Limbus as this last Canto came out. So I've been, this is my first new Canto release. So I'm excited. I hear that it's not everything out yet. So we still have, there's still a little bit of content that is yet to be updated, but we'll be playing through what is available up to this point. So hello Naira, hello AJ. So I guess without further ado, let's just get started. Homeward bound. Oh, we got a chain battle right off the bat.
드디어 내 차례냐? 투입이군요.
제 차례. H사와
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
We taking the bleed team, baby.
꽃이죠.
Oh, 7 units.
하늘 가득 흩날릴 때.
Whoa! Flowers wilt, petals fall, and a drizzle of blossoms, sky blotting.
빛깔 잃고 향기 멎을
Colors
때.
fade, fragrant
그 누가
skies.
슬퍼하나.
But who shall mourn their passing?
꽃 갈퀴 손에 들고
To the garden I
뜰을
go,
나섰건만.
in hand a flower rake,
떨어진 꽃잎 밟을까.
only to pace,
서성거리네.
lest crush the scattered blossoms I make.
그러니까 결국 이
Thus in
풍진
this
세상
troubled world, I breathe.
눈을 감지 않는다면
To shut my eyes
벗어날 도리가 없겠지.
is my sole reprieve. Very Angela-esque. Whoa, hello, Grandma. Little Baoyu. You must have walked and toiled tirelessly on your journey home.
험난하진 않았어요.
I wouldn't say I suffered much, Grandmother. My days were always filled with new and interesting things to see. What are they talking about over there? They're sitting so far apart I can hardly hear them. I mean, is that even a dining table? I can't even see who's sitting at the other end from here. Is there anything bothering you, dear guests? If this humble servant can help you with any... Oi, there's something bothering me, alright. We're in the middle of a meal. Can you please stop? No, not at all. Nothing's bothering us at all. Everything's good. Now, Baoyu, my boy, when will you introduce yourself to your new friends? When will you introduce me to your new friends? MILF, hello? Oh boy, I never know how to act in front of others' parents. Where should I look? Is this an appropriate size for a polite smile? I hope I don't come off so too smarmy. Poor Gregor and his mommy issues. poor mommy issues, boy. He's just like me for real. I love you, Gregor. I can't wait to see more character development for you, because your first Canto was a nothing burger. Okay. Sorry, just cracking open a cold one. It's nothing to fuss over. Think of this as your own place and enjoy your time here. Woohoo! Thank ya. But whoo, this place is so huge I can hardly relax. I'm worried I might get lost going out for a cup of water. Don't you worry. We have many stray people shelters located around our house for that. Our servants visit them once a month to collect anyone who's unfortunately gotten lost. If they're still alive, that is. Haha, Honglu, that has to be the funniest joke you've ever told. Haha. I wasn't joking, but I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway. I must ask, Honglu, for I spy no other sibling of yours here. This is quite odd, for I had thought this would be a welcoming party for your return. Hey, it's my welcoming party too! Besides, what makes you think that we'd ever want to see their stupid faces? Just to get mad? It's been like 10 whole years since we even shared a meal together. Oh, and don't even think about trying to chat me up. Did you already forget what I said earlier? There's nothing between us anymore. We're enemies. Did we initiate the conversation though? Oh, I am simply so glad my son, Baoyu, has returned as a man who can now more than carry his own weight, and unharmed too. So, dear Baoyu, I don't mean to rush, but when are you planning to depart again? Nothing has been decided yet, Mother. I see. I am simply concerned that were your stay here to be prolonged, perhaps you might fade before your duties are completed. Do you not also agree, Venerable Jiamu? Indeed. Dear Baoyu, our peerless treasure, tarry not overlong in this mundane world. Leave when the time is right, and fulfill your worth. Okay, grandmother, mother. Throughout the entire familial discussion, Honglu's expression remained the same, in that tranquil, perpetual smile. Despite his return after years of wandering, being met with the family's obvious push to make him leave as soon as possible. He stands unaffected, as though he were expecting this gaudy yet hollow welcome. With his attitude being so passive, I had no choice but to watch as a bystander. A few hours ago.
이제 곧 가마가 오겠군요.
Since the palanquin will be here soon.
가마.
Family tree is so large, yeah.
무슨 가마를 타고 다니나 보네.
Palanquin? Whoa, so cool. That sure sounds like a fancy ride. Isn't that just super, Greg? Oh, yes, Hod. Are we getting Palanquin or whatever it's called to give us a ride all the way to the mansion? The usual comedy pair's desperate efforts to lighten the mood are particularly appreciated today, as tragically ineffective as they seem to be.
네.
Yes, the LCB and Jia Jichun will be heading to Dongyuan, where one of the most prominent families of H Corp reside. Sorry in advance for everyone who has Chinese lineage. I'm not good at these pronunciations. If they've sent a whole palanquin to pick us up, huh? Does Honglu's family already know that he'll be participating in the family hierarch war?
아니요. 그쪽에서는 아직 모르는
No,
상황입니다.
it's... Sorry, I have to like get my Faust. I have voices that I've used for these guys before, but I haven't done a Limbus stream in so long. No, it is unlikely that they are aware. After all, it can be assumed that the most likely reason that the company waited until the last minute to relay us this was to minimize the chance of information leakage.
그저
Therefore, it would be correct to presume that the palanquin is here merely as a gesture of welcome for Honglu and Jiaoqin's return.
그런 만큼 가마를 타고
Which means that only the invited, Honglu, Jia Jichun, and their factions can ride the palanquin to Dongguan.
LCCB 팀과
Unfortunately, this means the LCCB, Virgilius, and Charon will not be able to join you on this journey.
아쉽네요.
That's too bad. It would have been nice if we could all go there together.
항상 이런
Just as
식이지.
petty as I expected from the seniors of our family. Would it kill them to house a handful more people in that humongous park of a house? It's not like they'd notice a difference.
어머나.
Oh my, how touching.
감동인걸요?
Looks like Miss Jia Jichun
저희와 헤어지기 아쉬우셨나 봐요.
thinks she'll miss us too.
방금 전에 시원하게
What a
내
thing to say to my
뒤통수를
face
치고
after that shameless
많은
backstabbing.
꼬락서-
Haha.
애초에
I mean, do any of you even comprehend what it means to participate in the family hierarch war? Do you even understand why we call it a war when the official name for it is an evaluation? You're risking your lives by getting involved in this. Once you get in there, you'll be stalked at every turn by people looking to kill you, including me. Remember how Wei saved your life back at that fake Kesan? Now imagine that same scenario, except this time, it could be Wei who's there to kill you.
미리 이유가
I must say ahead of time that this is a truly regrettable turn of events. I did not wish to have to fight any of you, but... Wei looked at us with an unfamiliar and cold, intense glare. No lunacy gambling. I save... I'm now saving for the next, Walpurgisnacht. I blew a big load of lunacy on, something that I shouldn't have tried to spend it on. Because it was something that I could have just gotten from a dispenser easily. I was a little tired and I made stupid decision. So no gamble! We do not gamba. Not until Walpurgisnacht.
그건 우리도
What are the chances of getting W Corp Dawn as a new player?
통했네요.
W Corp Dawn is a standard banner ID, meaning that you can get her as soon as you have enough Dawn ego shards. So you don't have to worry about like the chances that you're getting her are low from a roll, but you can always redeem her for 400 ego shards. So it doesn't matter what season it's in, it doesn't matter where you're at in the story or anything like that, you will always be able to get W Corp Dawn. She is a standard banner. Oh, you immediately got her from your first roll. Yeah, your first roll guarantees you a 000. That's awesome! You got the warp crew on your side. Let's go. Well, we feel very much the same way, so looks like we're on the same page there. This means that I'm also fair game. You could stab me in the back again, literally, this time. No, never. I wouldn't dream of doing something like... Jiaji-chun ignored Sinclair's anxious pleas and looked straight towards Honglu.
마음을 바꿀
This
마지막 기회일 수도 있어.
could be the last chance to change your mind, brother.
나는
I didn't invite you to join my faction with a light heart. Besides, it's the family hierarch war. This isn't something you can just flippantly decide that you want to participate. I know the life you've lived, Ji-chun. I also grew up hearing those countless tales about the family hierarch war, just as you did. So the weight we're feeling must be the same.
그래.
Right. So this is where our tenuous alliance really ends. Well, not like I care. It did drag on a little too long for a temporary alliance forged out of convenience.
원래대로 돌아가는 것뿐인.
We're just going back to how things used to be, that's all. How do you get Canto IDs for Gregor or Sinclair? Those are... You either gamble or shard them in the dispenser. If you go... I'll show you after this chapter. They're under Season 1. And that's fine by me. I think that's enough chit-chat with you, then. Okay, if that's what you want. Oh, Ji-chun. What? Please don't tell the family that I'll be participating, will you? I was told to keep this secret for now. Tell me one reason I should do you that favor now. For someone who supposedly doesn't care, Ji-chun appeared rather hurt as she took a moment to glare at Honglu, biting her lower lip. Then suddenly strode right up to him. Is this even your call, brother? Or are you just following their orders? Jiaji-chun gestured towards the rest of us with her chin. My participation in the family hierarch war is already decided. If you're still curious to know why, then... Ji-chun, do you believe that my choices carry any significant meaning? Oh, I see what's up. This crap again. So you already know what participating in the war means, but you have no idea why I'd ever ask you something like that, huh? Fine. Looks like I don't even need to hear your reply. There's no point in trying with you anymore. At least I'll have fun watching how far you get with that shallow, meaningless attitude of yours. Hey, wait! Jiaji-shun appeared pretty distressed after that exchange, so I was about to say something when Pilot, who had been fiddling with the radio behind Sod, began shouting urgently. Whoa! Manager Sod! A palanquin's been seen coming this way! I'd like to chill a bit today. Yesterday was too rough. Let's head on over so we can at least relax on the way there. No, we're taking this one. You never think twice about giving things up to others anyway, do you, brother? Huh? What the heck do you mean? Come on, let's do this fair and square with like rock, paper, and scissors? Wow, sure. Why not decide the next hierarch with a game of rock, paper, and scissors too? How's that? Jiaji-chun gave us a wry grin before leaving. Wei followed her wordlessly. Boy, and I thought we were finally making some friends out here. Look, over there! There's a group waiting for a palanquin. Palanquin. Wow, I've really messed that one up. Palanquin. One of them must be the candidate the client told us about. Everyone! A group of hostile-looking people coming our way. Ow. Bucky, your claws hurt. I love Rhodia so much. She's so hot. Oh my god. I would commit various war crimes in numerous countries to, like, give her a cupcake. Everyone! There's a group of hostile-looking people coming our way. Shiyuya is unlikely to be the only one who's going after the other candidates. Executive Manager, we best take care of them before the next Palanquin arrives. She's gonna eat your wallet for food if she dates you? Okay. Bet. Bet. Fucking bet. Let this bitch eat. Gotta thicken her up. She already thick, but we can do better. We can get thicker. We can get thicker. Kiwi X Rodeo confirmed. Probably my favorite next to Otis. My hag love. Hi, Gabriel. Bad time for you to join in. Bad time for you to join in. Gabriel Ultra Kill, I deserve to be in hell. Yeah, what can we do, right? Oh, Bucky's here! Bucky's here for the fight! Oh man, look at everybody.
이런 푹신한 날엔 안 풀리는 일이 없지.
Alright, rip it and ship it. Let's go, boys. The bleed team's at it again.
장부에 적힌 놈들은 볼 때마다 기가 막혀.
Regular Limbus combat is tedious, not gonna lie. I don't care. I like chain battles. We're gonna finish these efforts off with a big ol' lost chain once everything slots in.
합격장. 그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 3조 2항에 맞추겠네. 그게 대결이지.
I love the battle theme for Downtown H Corp. Hello? Where is your... Why are you this far up in the chain? I need my lust res. Car watching the game? Oh, as always.
이 정도 이벤트는 보여줘야지.
Project Moon. I will subscribe to you, but do not be mistaken. It is merely to keep an eye on you. Thanks, Gabriel. We all need someone watching out for us. Oh, holy lust chain. Oh, bless me. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Oh, it's beautiful. Please max this rollout. Oh, he died right away. We could have had 1 limbillion damage off of that.
좋아. 이번엔 제대로 들어가.
실밥이 터졌나?
How does it feel to lose to a GoPro camera? Huh? Is that what these guys are? Or are you calling one of my units a GoPro camera? That's very rude. Well, Cheryl, that's what it's a reference to. It's a reference to Gabura. So you got it. I didn't know that was what it was a reference to until I played Lobotomy Corporation, because this was my first Project Moon game. Oh, Gabriel Ultra Kill. Damn. Gabriel, they called you a GoPro. You gonna take that? Because remember, the whole point of Canto 6 is Hawkma themed development.
이 정도로 나와 공을 맞대?
Canto, what was Canto 6? I can't remember whose that was. Was Canto 6's, no, 5, 6. 6 was Heathcliff. Yeah, no, you're... Oh no, it is Ishmael. Sorry, I got the order mixed up. Because I know 5 is... Because I knew 5 was Yisang, and I just couldn't remember what came after. It was Ishmael. Oh, it is Heath? Oh, never mind. I'm having a strong. What do you think of the LOR floor you're getting as a manager ability? What? No more signs of enemy reinforcements, Executive Manager.
그래도
At least there's an end to them this time. The guys attacked us when we got here. The guys that attacked us when we got here first were endless. Well, that's because we walked right into a trap then. Shallow, but still.
그보다
Anyways, Jishan appeared pretty hurt by that, didn't she?
그런데
Honestly though, I get why she feels so betrayed. Remember all those stories about Honglu's family we heard? Imagine you're one of their kids, thinking that you finally found, like, a potential ally in your family, only for them to pretty much stab you in the back last minute. Yeah, right? It was really awkward for me too, even though I wasn't exactly involved. Sud chimed in nonchalantly as though it wasn't her who pulled the plug on our alliance at the last second.
아니 근데
How tall is Rodia's height again? That's a good question. I would like to know. Anyways,
명색이 H사
where's our escort? I can't imagine that H Corp can't afford to send us guards with the Palanquin. If this family loved each other enough to send escorts for their safety, I doubt they'd be holding a cutthroat ceremony like the family hierarch evaluations. It's a world where mistakes right, where... Huh? What am I saying? It's a world where might makes right, where the strong prey on the weak. Wow, I can't read today. This is gonna be a long Canto. People won't bat an eye, even if one of the dozens of candidates is found dead in some ditch on the road. Oh, sorry, Honglu. I must have been running my mouth again without thinking about how that sounds. Someone usually stopped me before I got too far.
개념치 마세요.
Aw, no, she's talking about Effie. Don't worry, you didn't say anything wrong.
저도 다른 집들은 이렇지 않다는 걸 깨닫기까지
It took me a while to realize that other families weren't like this, but
있는 그대로의 직업에
there is no reason to be upset by the way things are. Half speed and free ego.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한
Half speed and free ego is using the LR floor icons.
생각나지 않을 거다.
I guess I just don't understand. I'm sorry.
가릴 것 없이
I may be
마음껏
stupid.
마셔. 그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
Okay, in case you didn't figure it out, Cheryl, it doesn't show here because I already have them, but they would be under, you would click Season 1 Limbus Pass and then extract, and then it would show here, and then you can redeem them for shards. Unfortunately, you can't get many shards right now because the pass is kind of like locked on progress. But that'll come. Holy crap, it's the Satan. Rent is not... Well, I am playing something that's like Dante's Inferno, basically. Nope, I don't want to view it. I'm glad they censored it. Why can't they give me my free shit? Give me. Give me. Give me. I could have so many ego shards by now. Okay, anyway. Did I play the April Fool's event? I did. I did indeed. It was very entertaining. I didn't play it on stream, but it was very entertaining. Alright, the bell tolls. Pikmin go to Limbo. What's that ominous metallic noise? It's your own head, Dante. The tolling of bells. Bells with the resonance, unlike that of any other, normally marked by their clarity. The bell is muddled, as if it tolls for ill fortune on the horizon. Wow, that bell sure is a resounding reminder that I'm home again. What's this game, Withered Foxy? It's a RPG auto battler that takes place in the same universe as Library of Ruina and Lobotomy Corporation. It's the third game of the series. It's the bell that tolls every once in a while. You can hear its resonance from anywhere in Hongyan. It's restructuring day. Huh? But the restructuring day already... She trails off, unable to finish her sentence, as a brutal scene unfolds behind us. Is it also hard? It is not as hard as the other two. Whoa, are you guys seeing this? The buildings are all starting to shift. It was as Ishmael said, the buildings, all tethered to a complicated network of rails, were either rising from or sinking into the earth. Movement has been observed from every building in the vicinity. Everything is changing. The localized shifting of the structures we had observed yesternight were not as sweeping as this. What you saw last night must have been a premonition of the restructuring day, nudging some buildings to their positions for a smoother overall redistribution of space. Now this is the real deal. Huh? That whole mess was just a premonition? It's a remnant of an old H-Corp that was here long before the current Hongyan. This structure has been here for a while, so we can't quite know the nature of its purpose. Know the nature or purpose of its singularity, but at this moment, they shift based on current H-Corp's restructuring standards. It looks like a samurai game by the background. It's because we're in H-Corp right now, and H-Corp, or Hongyan, which is the city that's within H-Corp's central nest, is themed around China. The world's assembly shifts overnight. Thank you, Sin. And yet those who toiled and toiled have naught to fear. Is it not joyous to have a place to rest your feet tonight? To those who weren't availed of fortune, this is simply the reality to bear. Sure, this would be a lot catchier if it rhymed, but I don't speak Korean. Only choice is to retreat in silence, to accept your fate as one might. Await the coming month, ponder how one might save their skin. How many shall plummet today, and how many shall remain? Do I have a cat? This is a dog. This is a dog. See, I even have a label for it. See, look, guys, so you know it's a dog. For those who may lose sight of where to let go and feign ignorance when you must take flight. Hand reveal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lewd, I know. The consequence of reassembling for the evicted is an endless plummet. What a terribly distressing sight to behold. Unable to do aught to help. Kiwiing. Is this another one of H-Corp's idiosyncrasies? I don't know. Didn't other nests also have their own measures of one's wealth? As T-Corp makes use of time as currency? Exactly. H-Corp's measure of wealth and currency is based on how much space a person owns, measured by a scale they call rooms. It asks, the measure of one's space is the measure of one's wealth. Exactly. So once every month, the worth of each person's labor and the quantity of their income are measured to determine how much space they are assigned.
잘 살고 있다가
So they can just kick me out of my home for no reason?
아니 뭔 그땐
What
해기망측한
the?
규칙이 다 있나?
Just what kind of ridiculous rule is that?
이곳에서 한 번도 나고 자란 적 없는 저희.
Well, it might appear that way to outsiders like us, but
오래전부터
the calculations behind these redistributions are meticulously designed and have been here for a long time. So it seems to me that everyone just accepts them as a natural part of their lives.
그럼 홍루 씨도 직접 보신 적이 있으세요?
Swear all you've done the last 2 days is watch Canto 8 via the next person streaming it. It's so peak. I'm excited then, Dippy. I'm excited. Have you seen this happen in person too, Honglu?
이
This restructuring day.
보았죠.
I have.
제 방에 있는
Sometimes I'd watch the cityscape from behind the railings of my room.
아주 멀긴 했지만
It happened far, far away from me, but I could see it all very well. His expression remains tranquil as he calmly reminisces. It was like then, when he was merely watching the featureless scenery passing by.
제가 살았던 대관원은 제적
Dongyan, my old home, was never too concerned about the restructuring days. We'd get more rooms some days, but we'd never, ever shrink.
그래서 저는
So I've never been affected by these restructuring days. I only ever witnessed them as they happened beneath me, high up in my room.
너는
You're... fine.
뭐 할 수 있는 일은
I
없었겠지만
doubt there was anything you could have done, but I don't know how. Dude, I need to get my British back. I need to get my British back. Oi, mate. Why so much dialogue? Because it's an RPG. And we're playing the story mode. Not every game can be your game, Withered Foxy. Not every game is FNAF, Freddy, Five Bear. Har 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 har. How do I British? Oi, mate. I'm Heathcliff. I can't do it. Oi, bruv. I'm Heathcliff. Why is it turning Australian? Bro, oh, I can't do it. Yo. Fine. I doubt there was anything we could have done, but
이런 꼴을 보고도
you just sat on your hands and watched all this shite. Heathcliff trailed off, but I could see that he was gritting his teeth.
가만 내가 더 도착한다고 합니다.
I sound like an Australian naturally. Hey, I'll take it. I kind of wish I was. That's something my mom said as a kid, is that she was like, my one regret is that when you were born, we didn't move to like an overseas country, so you all grew up with like cute accents. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, I should have brought you to Australia. Like, okay, mom, I didn't. Okay? What? And Kiwi birds are like Australian native? Maybe this is my way of making it. I could have been a Kiwi bird, a Kiwi fruit, and a Kiwi. But the Kiwis are New Zealanders, so. Ah, another Palanquin's coming.
당신들을 태울 가마가 온
And there's your ride. I think we've chatted enough, so let's get you guys going. This is a Palanquin?
네.
Yep, looks like they sent us a Palanquin large enough to comfortably seat a big crowd of people together.
가복 도련님이야.
Young Master Jiao Baiyu and his 12 honored guests, is that correct? It's 13 to be exact? But I thought Sod wasn't invited. Whoa, hold your horses. I was told that young Master Baoyu's faction was just 12 people. Upon hearing that, Sod began aggressively striding towards him, causing the Palanquin bearer to shrink in fear. Whoa, slow down, lady.
열둘.
We are 12 people. What's wrong?
설마
Oh, 12 people. What's wrong? Don't tell me this thing looks like a normal contributing member of a clan to you. No! Sod, why are you being mean to Dante? Sod suddenly grabbed my shoulders and presented me before the bearer like I was some product. I mean, that's a pretty unique head that one's got there. Don't think I've seen anything like that around here in Hongyan. But isn't that just a prosthetic in the shape of a clock, I guess, but still.
생각을 좀 해보세요.
I mean, let me ask you something. Can you imagine why anyone in their right mind would stick a clock where their head's gonna go, even if they were hurting for cash? No way, ma'am, never. There are way more versatile Windows notification, thank you. There are way more versatile biomodifications available in Hongyan than whatever this hack job is. Nobody in their right mind would.
제 말이요.
Exactly, right? No idea what went down, but this fellow here sure seems to have fallen on hard times. Too bad we live in a world where such misfortune can befall an honest soul like them.
아이고, 이거 사기구만 사기. 이게 어떤 뒷골목에서
Oh
그랬는지
boy,
몰라.
oh boy.
많이
Looks like
당했어.
this one's got scammed. A nasty scam too, whatever back streets they got that from. Must have been a real scoundrel who did it.
더군다나
And
시간도
look,
안
even the
받고
clock isn't
제대로
on
된
time.
의식도
And this
없어요.
poor person is
이거
barely
봐요.
conscious.
입이 없어서
Look, all they
찡찡
can
소리
do is
나는
make these
것밖에
weird
할
ticking
수가
noises because they don't even
없다니까요.
have a mouth. Those were some pretty darn hurtful things to say, but I decided to not take them at face value. It was pretty obvious what she was trying to do. Somebody tell Sod I'm getting dizzy. My god, his flame makes it look like Sod's evil behind him. Evil Sod.
아이고, 정말이네.
Is it normal for this game to clown on Dante? It happens. It definitely happens. Dante, despite him being their manager, Dante does get thrown around a little bit. Poor boss man's trying his best. He's got amnesia and he doesn't know anything. Dante, you bet he has a small clock. Ouch. That's pretty good though. I haven't heard that one actually. Good grief, you weren't kidding. Who could have done something so awful?
다행히도 우리 마음씨 고운 보옥 도련님.
It's a real blessing that young Master Baoyu's got such a kind-hearted soul. He simply could not walk past the timepiece emporium selling this human being like they're some kind of toy or tool. So he picked them up. Picked them up to get their head replaced with something proper. Hongyan's got more than enough resources for something like that, right?
아, 그야 그렇지.
Oh, well, you're not wrong there.
기 있다면
It's really easy to swap out your whole body as long as you've got some cash to burn. What? A new head for me?
그렇죠?
Right? See what I mean? So that's why they told you that young Master Baoyu has only 12 people in his faction, including yours truly. Well, I see your point, but we can't just
곤란하시다는
let
건
all of us
우리
board, yes.
잘
Our young
알고
master
있어.
fully understands the
그래서
moral conundrum you
이렇게
find yourself in.
작은
So
선이라도
we'd like to offer you this tiny, tiny token of appreciation. Sod produced some bills from her pocket and smoothly slid them into the palanquin bearer's own.
에헤이.
Oh man, oh lady, you really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't.
아시죠?
Oh, and another thing, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but if a word of this gets out, things might get pretty messy for both of us. And that doesn't have to happen, does it?
말다 맞아요.
Indubitably, ma'am. I'm doing this purely out of the goodness of my heart, after all. What's a free ride for the downtrodden, eh?
안 된다는 놈이 왜
It seems to me the bloke's doing this purely out of interest and the fatness of his wallet.
자자, 거기서 그만
All right,
쑥덕거리고
stop
이제
gossiping
그만
over there and
올라타시죠.
get on board. Wait, are we leaving Pilot alone here? I was just gonna ask that. Poor Pilot's just getting left on the middle of a street. Pilot seemed to have noticed me staring in his direction. He stopped fidgeting with the radio and waved at us. Don't you worry about me, and have a safe trip over there. I've got some stuff to handle on the outside. We can leave Pilot. Poor Pilot. This design is more akin to a extravagant limousine than a palanquin.
이 샴페인
Oh, look, a bottle of champagne. Can I chug this? Anything for you, my beautiful wife.
무슨
Of course not. Drinking while on a mission is
자,
okay. With a quick clap, Sod promptly put an end to the hubbub the unexpectedly flashy appearance of the palanquin caused. Sod epic funny moments. Her demeanor had shifted into that of a calm and collected strategist, a far cry from the person who was chatting up a storm with the bearer just a minute ago. What's with Dante always looking so ticked off? Hey Kiwi, why the pet channel materialized into existence? Because someone said they were going to share car pics in the Discord, and I thought it was actual cars, and then it was cat pics, and it was in the hobby channel, and I was like, huh, maybe we should have a pet channel, and so now there's a pet channel. And besides, who doesn't like pets?
일 얘기하죠.
Time to get to work, everyone! I do, it is in the video description. Money, 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 money. Money, money! So much money. Okay, well, I might just pull you out. As fun as you are, Barbarotis, I may have...
내가 움직여야 하나?
Oh wait, no, we're not at...
불렀나?
Oh no, we're at 7. Oh, it's because you're still selected. No, we do not want you.
드디어 내 차례냐?
나를 불렀나?
투입이군.
제 차례인가요?
H
피를 먹음을
There we
시간이네.
go. Man, even Gabriel's clowning on Dante. Dude, man can't even get a
그리고
break.
그 후엔
Man gets no breaks. No breaks, no bitches. Bleed tea, my beloved. Yep, that's me. John Bleed in the flesh. Then you'll...
잠깐.
Wait.
밖이 소란스러워.
Something's going on outside. Not long after Sod paused over Otis's remark, a grating speaker whine rang out, followed by the worried voice of the bearer on the other end.
습격이요.
We're under attack! I thought things were going a little too easy. It's no surprise that other candidates are trying to eliminate us just in case. Kiwi, patron of the floor of literature, confirmed. I do not do enough reading to be that. Why am I not surprised? Have I tried taking an invitation to the library? I haven't gotten one yet.
이 안정감 있고 부드럽게 잡히는
I mean, we could just win rate this.
세상에. 이런 푹신한 날엔 안 풀리는 일이 없지.
점 찍었네.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 네가 봐주지. 으타! 먹어 치워라.
주먹질만 한다고 능사가 아니야. 발길질도
You don't do enough
섞어야지.
reading, but you do enough bleed stacking.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버리게. 쌈좀 이항에 맞춰. 그게 좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
Why does my video, my like streaming software keeps going black? Okay, we got a cumulus wall up. Who wants to claim their bones? Oh wait, we're not even clashing with anyone. There's no point.
점 찍었네.
나가서 싸워.
I'm muted? No, I'm not.
따뜻한.
I'm not muted. I can see my mic working.
꿰뚫려라. 40.
No bones cleaned. No bones about it. To be fair, we aren't in a... If we were in a focused battle, that'd be a lot easier. But...
나서 고래구이 파티를 열어주겠다고 하니.
Like, if we were in a focused battle, we could very easily get a... claim thy bones off, but... No bones claimed in lore end here. Yeah, we still have never used it. We have that full deck. We have that full deck all kitted out, and we never lost a clash. We were like, oh man, I really hope I don't lose this clash by throwing this into it, and then we just win. Doing 7-man fights with 6 people on a team that it exists to make full stop Heathcliff leave at 2 to 3 turns, so 5 for 80% of it. Dang, you guys full stop team. That's nice. Said YOLO Kim to the page. I have not kitted out my Kim team yet. I have all of the Blade lineage identities, I think. I might be missing one, but I don't have the resources to build that team. Just add YOLO to Kim page? Oh, true. I should do that. I think multiple people were talking about different things. I was addressing multiple chat members at the same time. Oh my god, what in the multi-fandom meetup is going on right now? We have Satan from hell. We have Satan himself from hell. We have Gabriel V1, Sin, other people from Murder Drone. Bro, what is going on in my chat today? What is going on in my chat today? Roland, I just expect you here at this point. You make sense to be here, Roland. I didn't forget about you, don't worry. Hey, I play Blue Archive. I'm just as bad as you.
카니발 타임.
And we have the Pikmin, of course. We have John Pikmin.
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것도 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
I'm Toho Bird. I've always wanted to play those games because bullet hell games look really fun to me, but I've never been able to. Like actually start them. And you have Tsukihime. We got everyone. Everyone's here. It's like that Smash Bros roster. Everyone is here. Lolan in the chat, whatever will he do? Man, I really hope he doesn't... I don't know what... I really hope he doesn't do this and this and that and that. I didn't know what to think. My brain kind of blanked. I'm sure we'll get to some boss fights later, but we just gotta take out the goons. We just get to watch the pretty colors fly and watch the goons die. Thank you, Angela. We love win rate button. Oh my god, Angela's here now.
저기 벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지 녀석들도 처형한다.
We'll get to a boss fight where I can't do this anymore. Ooh, that's crispy. Oh man, guys, we have to have, okay guys, we've done Netzak versus Naked Roland. It's now time for Gabriel versus Angela. YouTube chat would be a war zone if it was a physical space. Box, you're hiding yourself over on the other side of everything over in Twitch chat, keeping yourself safe. Angela, are you the librarian? Are you the head librarian of your namesake?
추잡하네.
Does Angel versus Gabriel involve Gabriel dual wielding hammers? These are important questions. I don't know. I'm not good at these power scaling debates.
나가서 싸워. 괜히 내가 받아줘.
Well, that guy didn't stand any chance. That was a full health enemy.
추잡하네.
And now we've got Genshin Impact in here too. Hi, Noel. Sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love my maid knights.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해봐.
I gotta finish Ruina, and I gotta finish Ultra Kill. I haven't actually finished Ultra Kill. That's a game I want to play on stream a little bit.
어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는
Why is everyone here? I don't know, man. This just kind of happens. Like, I don't know how I'm accumulating all of these people into my chat. Like, I don't know what I did to be blessed in that way. They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Did I also play LobCorp? Yes, I did. I have played LobCorp, and I'm currently playing through Library of Ruina, so I've got both of those games right now. The power of Dante compels them. The power of Dante compels them. What grade is my library? What am I at? Anyone who's been watching, my stream, can you help me out here? I think I'm at, like, I'm Urban Nightmare? Okay, I'm Urban Nightmare. Okay. I'm just about to get to Star of the City. Entering Dong Yuan now. Dong. Whoa. How do I dag you Yun Can I play the audio again? Dog Yuan Dog you Yon Dog Dogwan Yan Dong you I'm just gonna say whatever, and it's just how it's gonna come out. Entering Dog Yuan now. Despite some troubles on the way, it seemed that we managed to arrive at our destination mostly unhurt. Oh my god. It's Shiroko. Are you gonna give me a fish? Sensei Iwak. Honglu's old home. Oof, we're running out of time. What's happening in my chat? I don't know, Rama. The fandoms are all coming together. I'm putting together a team. This is my Limbus company. Limbus Company 2 Electric Boogaloo, but it's Angela, Roland, Shiriko, Shiroko, Gabriel, and V1. And Olimar, and a singular Pikmin. My power scaling videos will be evil. Flightless birds, party bus of morons. And then Bucky, he's the last one. You're one of the sinners, Bucky. Your sin is that you ate too much cat food. You fat fuck. Oof, we're running out of time.
파우스트 씨,
Faust, I'm sure you understand the most important part of my plan, right?
그리 보기 좋은 광경은 아닐
Oh, and Satan, I'm sorry.
예상합니다.
Car realization when? I don't think this car realizes anything besides what, like, time of the day it is. The only thing he realizes is when it's 5 a.m. and it's time for me to feed him. Oh, see you later, Angela. I need someone to count in the Discord for me how many fandoms just showed up and name each. I'll let you guys do the counting. I should do the reading. Dog awake! Oh, he do a little spin. It is unlikely to be a pleasant sight to behold.
핵심은
Remember, the plan hinges on your patience, everyone.
당황하지 않고
You have to
기다리는
remain
것이
calm and wait, even if they freak out and actively try to kill you.
질에 겁을 먹고 처리하라는 명이 떨어질
There is a
수도
chance they
있겠죠.
might panic and immediately go for the other sinners to be
공원의 가치로
executed on the
신사하는
spot.
자의
However,
정도는
it is
아닐 거라
unlikely that the
생각합니다.
person whose responsibility it is to judge the next family hierarch of the Hongyan will make such a hasty response.
그렇죠.
Exactly.
사기의 그릇이
Everything's
크기만
going to be
하다는
fine as long as the decider has the capacity for patience. Huh? Execution? What?
그럼 다음
Great. I'll follow up with a subsequent
일차전을
contact
무사히 마친
once you've
뒤에
safely
하는
completed the first round of the evaluations. After that cryptic exchange with Faust, Saud leaped gracefully off the moving palanquin as Heathcliff murmured in his half-sleep. Oh, he was napping. Napping boy. Sleepy boy. We watched her grow smaller and smaller in the distance, but as the distance between us grew. But what really caught our eyes were the scattered humans that the restructuring day had evicted from their homes. They were trying to drag their broken bodies off the road, sobbing and writhing. Well, I guess their houses just compress. Why were they not paying attention to, like, wouldn't everyone be out in the street?
저희가 도와드릴
This
수
is
있는
horrible.
모르겠지만
There isn't anything we can do to help, but
그런 무력한 감각은
such sense of futility and powerlessness will negatively impact the efficient performance of your professional obligations.
차라리
Repeated exposure to similar stimuli is recommended to desensitize oneself to this sensation. Okay, but like, it's not night anymore. You know what I mean, but I get it. Angela back. Hello back. So Hong Lu, how do you feel about going back home after so long? Sinclair changed the subject. I don't know.
말이라고 하냐?
Don't even need to ask him, lad. I know it can't be easy.
나는 중간에 그냥
As for me,
다시
blimey.
돌아가서 수백 번
I hesitated almost 1,000 times wondering if I should just turn around and leave.
만약에 문을 두들겼는데
What if I knocked on those gates but she... Heathcliff came to a suffocating stop, his voice trembling lightly as he did so. The other sinners stared at him in confused silence.
뭔데요? 말을 왜 하다가 마는?
What? What is it? Why'd you stop in the middle of a... Oh, wow, look at these cool windows. I think we can swap them out with other images. I quickly tried to swerve from the subject again, but all I got was Ishmael's scolding glare that seemed to wordlessly tell me, not this time.
기억나?
I remember.
각자의 희노애락이
I remember what
있었던
happened
시간이 있을 때
each time one of us returned to the part of the city that held our memories. Memories of happiness, anger, sorrow, and joy. As we traveled, I remember that they were all looking at the sceneries only they could see. Rhodia, you awkwardly tried your best to crack jokes. Sinclair, you tried your best to hold back the welling tears again and again. Yi sang, you shut your eyes for a long, long time. Ishmael, you couldn't stop talking to yourself while glaring down at the lake's surface. And Heathcliff, I saw you scared and anxious, shaping your hair over and over again. You've really been watching us closely, huh?
우리가
Wait, why haven't we haven't heard a single Dawn outburst this entire time? She's been really quiet. Did we?
봄 가버리면
Spring leaves, petals scatter, and all shall turn around to find the doors to which they belong and return forevermore.
저는 말이죠.
I think everyone has a small mound of petals they gathered for themselves. What? I don't. Why would anyone collect something like that?
그러면
Then you simply haven't discarded them yet. There was still a transparent smile on his face, but I think I saw a burying, sinking shadow behind it. Oh. The moment I felt that, a familiar light came into view, and I immediately understood what was going on. The golden bough is close, and it's resonating with Honglu's fathoms. They watch the flower burial of mine and mock away. Who lays me to rest once I die? When the spring passes, youth passes, as wrinkles shear it all away. Flowers pass, people pass, and ignorant they remain to where they hie. Hie? Is it supposed to be lie? Hie? H-E-I? What is H-I-E? What is hie? English is my language, but I don't... H-E-I. Or H-I-E. Wow. Hie. No, it is not... Hypoxic ismectic it's not a brain injury? What? I'm not... Why would I be looking up a brain injury? No, what does this mean? Go quickly. Where they go quickly. Okay, I knew that wasn't a brain injury. Why do you always recite these strange, complicated poems, Dayu? Oh, that's his mom. There are plenty of ways to remain young, aren't there? Because we needn't see the snow in our hair to know that spring will pass. Why are you cleaning up those fallen petals? Just float them away downstream. You'll get dirt on your hands. And be so wasteful. How will we hear the sound of falling rain once we sweep all the petals away? This is a remembrance of a rainy day, so I'm gonna treasure it. Okay, Shiroko. Have a good night. Have a nice cycling. Besides, these beautiful blossoms get so dirty in this stream if we let them float away. So please, don't scatter all the petals from your embrace. Big bro, Baoyu. Oh wait, no, this isn't. This is his little sister. She just looks like her mom. Honglu. Is there anyone you miss here at Dongnyeon? No, there isn't. How's that possible? Isn't your family there and a bunch of other people who are so important to you? Well, as long as I believe them to be doing well, there isn't any need for me to yearn to see them again. Do you still treasure your petals? No, I scattered them all the day I departed my home. So my rainy days are now silent. I see. You saw that, didn't you, Dante? You saw my memory. I did. Honglu laughed. He wasn't surprised or angry that I peered into his memories. Do you want to tell us about your parents? Or, yeah, you talked about your grandmother pretty often, right? What kind of people are they? Sinclair added carefully. Maybe he was trying to commiserate. Tenuous as that connection might have been, we were headed to his home to meet his family anyway.
두 분 다 이치에 밝으셔요.
They are both very wise in the ways of the world.
할머니는 항상
Grandmother
저를
always
아껴주시고요.
treated me preciously.
어머니도 아버지도
So did my mother and my
저를
father.
아껴주셨죠.
We're almost there. I can see the garden. This is one massive garden.
본가 안으로 들어가려면
We have some time before we get to the main buildings.
옛날엔 정원에서
I remember the days when the deer and hares would frolic out here in the garden.
이거
Well, I could see myself taking a long walk around here. It'd take a whole day and then some to cover the entire ground.
주로 저는 제가 살던 방 주위에서만
I usually
다녔어요.
lingered only around my room.
위험하니까요.
It's dangerous to stray too far after all. It's dangerous? Why?
잘못된 길을 걷다가는
There's the
예상치
stranger
못한 사람과
danger,
만날 수
getting
있고
lost, getting targeted.
될 수 있고.
Besides, it's very dark at night.
밤엔
Well, that ain't a very big deal, is it? Kids run around, scrape their faces on branches, trip and eat shite on the pavement all the time.
히스클리프
Eh,
시간은 자유롭게
I'm
달릴 수
sure
있을
you
것
would
같아요.
have run freely around the
항상
garden,
조심하는
Heathcliff.
습관이 좋아요.
But it's important to always be careful.
제가 5살 때는
When I was 5,
나뭇가지에
someone had
치명적인
lathered a
독이
deadly
나왔어요.
poison on a random tree branch. Ah, poison?
히스클리프 씨처럼
I had a little brother who
걸
liked to
좋아하는
frolic
친구가
like you do,
있었는데
Heathcliff.
우연인지 딱
But
그
by
주위에
some coincidence, he
나뭇가지에
happened to be running
독이 묻어 있었던
around the
거죠.
same tree that had its branches lathered with poison.
어떻게
What hath transpired thereafter?
괜찮아졌을 거예요.
I'm sure he got better.
스빈이 백반만
Siren always
괜찮아질
told
거라고
me he
했거든요.
would be just fine after a hundred's night's rest.
스빈은 언제나
And because
똑똑했으니까
Siren is always so smart, I'm sure it
그렇게 되었을
happened
거예요.
exactly as she said. Yeah, I'm sure, Hunglu. I'm sure they're not dead. Jia Baoyu.
대화청 입성이요.
Entering Da Huanting now. It wasn't long before our arrival to a new place within Dongyuan was made known by the palanquin bearer's sonorous announcement. More buildings?
대화청은 또
What's
뭐야?
Daoting mean anyway? Da
쉽게 말하면
Huating.
연애를 여는
Grand Flower Hall. So I think you could call it a place for banquets? The translators really need to keep the original Mandarin words. Yeah, like they need to just translate it. But I get whatever. I understand. It's very tough to translate words from certain languages simply because they are like specific titles and there's not an actual like English translation or a true English translation to it. And when they're titles, it's a little hard, but yeah, I can understand the frustration. Huh, so this is where you host banquets in this village-sized venue.
저기 보이는 건
Is that a lake over there? Dang, they got a lake in their dining room?
아, 그건
Nope, it's a
연못이랍니다.
pond.
연못?
A pond? Damn.
도착하면
Once
저랑
we arrive, we will
시청자분들이랑
find ourselves
자리가 마련되어
a
있을
welcoming
거예요.
party for
아,
Xi
로자
Chunmi.
씨도 오랜만에
Rodya,
저랑
you should be able to
드실 수
stuff yourself to
있겠네요.
your heart's content this time. It's been a while, hasn't it?
도착하기 전부터 이렇게 설렌 적은
Don't think I've been this excited in a long time. Whoa,
그건
is that
배인가요?
a ship over
배를
there?
정박해둔 거예요?
You have a ship? Look at this sailing nerd. Look at this sailing nerd.
아,
Ah, yep. We'd sometimes go out boating.
아, 그리고
Oh,
연못촌
and
너머에는
Jishun's building is right across that
치킨집
pond.
건물이 있답니다.
You each get a building of your own?
네,
Yes, we do. So when I first departed from Hongwon, I found the concept of an entire family living under the same roof so fascinating. Alas, it would be quite the challenge for thy family to see one another.
그러기 위해서 따로 쓰는 걸요?
Hey, Nuke Redemption, thank you for the resub. 35 months, welcome, welcome. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, you're doing what now? Just buy me dinner first, I guess. I can't get caught reading that. Good catch, good save. That makes that immensely better. But thank you, I appreciate it, Nuke Redemption. And that's exactly why we each get a building. Are we even talking about the same thing here? Alack for woe! We could have merrily enjoyed our vacations at young Hong Lu's residence all along.
그건 곤란해요, 돈키호테 씨.
That wouldn't have worked, Don Quixote. When I left my home, grandmother and the elders really impressed upon me that
때가 되면
the footsteps shall eventually bring you home when the time is right. Thus, witness, and only witness, as much of the world as you may before you make your return.
언제 오려나 했는데
New Dawn English
시간이
speak.
속절없이 흘러.
I was wondering when that would be, but time really slipped through our fingers, and just like that, it brought me here. Is this boy gonna get sacrificed? What the hell? What is gonna happen? Your device is running out of battery. This is one of the reasons, many reasons you hate machines. No, Gabriel, there's no charging ports in hell. Most sinners did not welcome their turn. Some of them were even terrified of it. Sometimes they had to confront what they'd been avoiding all their lives. Dinglish? That's a good term. I like that. I like Dinglish. Whoa, Rama with the finisher! And for some time, important things were once forgotten or lost. Were waiting for their return. But their reluctance is really not surprising at all. I don't think I'd welcome an opportunity to get my memories back with open arms if it was thrust upon me out of nowhere, especially if I was getting dragged there against my will. But despite the fact that it couldn't be more obvious that his turn had arrived, Hong Lu was as tranquil as he always was. He's always been able to remain aloof no matter what happens. Maybe it won't be different this time either. But even so, can I judge that so hastily? Young Master Bao of the Jia family has returned! Again, with the palanquin bearer's deep, full-throated pronouncement of our arrival, the door opened.
자,
Here we are.
텐데
You
어서
must
들어오세요.
all be so tired. Come in, come in. Leaving behind the sinners, who were still reeling from the astronomical level of opulence at display, Hong Lu bounced lightly off the palanquin and moseyed into the building. Okay, Angela, I think if you do it now, it'll work. Now that... If you try it now, Angela. I think there can only be one active duel challenge at a time.
그거 참
Quite the
설렘도
light-footed steps he take,
차분한 걸음걸이고요.
unhindered by excitement nor trepidation. Right?
좋은 집에만
Rich
살아서
boy's got nothing to fear
무서울
'cause he
것도
used to...
어색할 것도 없다.
Rich boy's got nothing to fear because he used this kind of poshness, that's all it is. Verily, this may be a subtle expression of that teensy part of him that longeth to see his family again. The issue with Heathcliff is that I know he has a Cockney accent, and I don't know how to do Cockney on command. I can't do that. I can do proper English, but I can't do Heathcliff English. Uzi, do accept. just exclamation point accept. And there's the decline. Do Scottish instead? God, I don't know what happened, man. It's too... Once we all left the palanquin, I find myself beset by overwhelming vastitudes and objects of great magnitude. Just how many servants do they have? Uzi, now do accept. Wait for the thing to show up and then click. Oh, never mind. Now it's working. It did it anyway. Okay, there we go. Fight, 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 fight. Whoa, Uzi, okay. Holy crap, this whole time you thought the stream avatars extension was like advertising if you wanted to have the little bottom thing at your bars if you were to stream too. No, it's an extension, Dippy. That's what these are. Not an advertisement. I'm not sponsored. This is my little these are my little goobers, my little fruit pets. The reception of Uzi Dorman has been concluded. I don't know. Who was Cheryl Lim? I have no idea. Oops, I'm clicking on my other monitor, I just realized. There we go. Ah, grandmother will visit us once 2 hour arrives. The banquet will start then, I think. 2 hour. The Shu hour refers to the time between 1900 and 2100. This is a unique time system used in certain regions of the East. In addition, it would be best to remember that Honglu's grandmother, Jiamu, is the hierarch of Dongguan. It would not be an incorrect assessment to see her as the ruler of Hongyan. Your relative is the head of a wing, I see. Yes, they shall be handling that over the next... They shall be handing that over to the next heir pretty soon. Oh, dang! Why now? What does she seek to achieve by abdicating her presence? Or... Whoa, abdicating at this precise time. Otis, as she probably saw an ulterior motive behind... As she probably saw an ulterior motive behind every move, inquired. She's been saying that her time would eventually come, that she's carried this responsibility for too long. Did you know that the names Iraja and Irij have a certain name in particular, and it's almost like they're the same person? What? Who's Iraja, though? Irja. Is that the... I bet you'd be pretty shocked to hear that you'll be taking part of the family hierarch war. Oh! I mean, I guess I feel like I knew it was you, but that makes sense. I bet you'd be pretty shocked to hear that you'll be partaking part in the family hierarch war. How did I not see the resemblance? Because I'm stupid. Heh. I don't know about that. Maybe she'll take it well. There's never been a reason for me to bother participating, but there wasn't a reason for me to not either. Huh? Hey, there's Shishun and way over there. Looks like they both arrived safely. Hey Gabura, long time no see. Xia Jichun, who arrived before us, shot us the briefest glance before looking away with exaggerated disinterest. Jichun just turned her back on us. Well, didn't take long for things to become super awkward. Ooh, we must capture this opportunity to seat ourselves adjacent to young Shichun. Dawn, no! Your girlfriend hates you! I'm sorry, Dawn! Your girlfriend doesn't want you anymore, Dawn. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, my baby. I love Toxic Yuri, give me more.
그랬어.
Too late. We're forever banned from ever getting anywhere near her. Yet wherefore?
저희는 이제 가시춘
We are no longer
대항입니다.
Jia Jishun's faction.
적으로 취급받는 것이
Her hostility is to be expected.
분위기가 바뀌었다.
Things have changed.
이쪽과 저쪽.
Us versus them. In-group versus out-group.
전장은
Deception and treachery are natural parts of war.
오늘의 아군은
An ally of today may as well become an enemy of tomorrow.
친구가 없다는
And that's
말을
a funny way to say I don't have any friends. What did you just...
아, 부모님이 저기
Ah,
계시네요.
there are my parents.
갑자기 바로
Hold on. We're just walking right up to them? Blimey, at least tell us the names. Ooh, I kind of got it there.
아, 아버지 조남은
Ah, father's name is Sen of the Ji family.
대관원에서
And
왕부인이라고
Dongyan,
부르신답니다.
in Dongyan, they call my mother, Lady Wang. Oh my god, he's got two fathers? That's so progressive. I love that for you.
출가 이후
The last time we had Yuri, it ended with death. We don't talk about that, Yuri. Don't show that one apples. I greet you for the first time since my departure. Huh.
가시고
Bao Yu of the Jia family has returned home.
벌써 왔느냐?
You're early. Wow. Dear Bao Yu,
이게
it has been
몇
too
년
many
만에
years
오랜만에 얼굴을
to see
보니
you again after so long.
재밌지.
It's good to see your face. Oh, I don't know what I should even say. The father, Jia Zheng's eyes dart nervously between us and Hong Lu. Meanwhile, his mother gingerly brings him in for a careful embrace, as though she was in the presence of something so utterly deeply moving. It was more than pure joy of reunion. So, they're Hong Lu's parents.
극진히 환영해 주시니 감사해요.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. You have certainly spared no expense.
그런데
So,
같이
who are these people you've come here with?
대단한 숫자는 아니지만 밖에서
Well,
사귄
there aren't too many
제
of them.
친구들이랍니다.
They're my friends I made out in the world.
부하라고 소개하던
At least he's not introducing us as his lackeys like a certain someone I know.
야, 그거
Oi! That's... Hong Lu's mother slowly turns around to look at us. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but somehow it almost felt like she was looking down at each of us one by one.
반가워요. 우리 보기가
I'm so glad I met you all. Bao Yu's been such a stubborn child. I'm sure he was quite the handful to accompany you on your journeys. I hope you can still embrace his despot that you could still embrace him despite every stubborn Hong Lu? Whatever it was she said, they don't seem all too happy to hear that. Dear Bao Yu, why do you allow your friends to call you by that name? What of your noble blessed name bestowed upon you by the revered Xiaorian, our elders?
뭐야?
What?
갑자기
What's going on with her? Hong Lu reached out, gently yet indifferently, and held his mother's violently trembling hands.
당연하잖아요, 어머니.
Of course I would, mother.
그
Because the name is too noble indeed. Oh, yes. It is not a name that any rabble should so heedlessly speak. Of course, of course.
이쪽도
Oh,
원래
do
이름이랑
you have an
있었어.
old name and a new name?
그거 있잖아. 피사에서
Well, don't you remember?
모독들이
Back in
이름을
P Corp, Wei
불렀었던
called
거
Hong Lu
기억나?
by Young Master Bao Yu.
지난번 홍원에서
Also,
볼 때
remember how he announced
다시
himself
보내
before that
보기라고
duel on the
이름을
day we arrived at
했었죠.
H Corp? He introduced himself as Bao Yu of the
다른
Jia
이름을
family.
쓰는구나.
I thought it was a pseudonym back then, though, under the circumstances.
뭐 우리랑 다르게 고귀하신 이름이
Well,
아니냐?
it ain't like calling us your real name is gonna cheapen its nobility or whatever. It's just a name, so you can say it as many times as you want, and it won't depreciate in whatever value it has. Oh, but some people do actually believe it does, I suppose.
그 이름을
That was wise of you to refrain from using that name.
그래, 그래.
Right. To let your precious name be known among the plebeian populace is to encourage knives in the dark to strike, even here too.
도친의 말씀대로
It is as your mother says. Were your true name to be made known, any individual with a passing connection to H Corp would have easily connected you to Hongyan. Is my chat being turned into a ring fight while I'm reading? What's going on? I look away for 5 seconds and you guys are having a fight club? I can't take you kids anywhere! Irresponsible, petulant children! It's fine, you're fine. Don't worry, chat. You're all good. It is said that most names are repositories of their keeper's origins. In the eastern region of the city, when the parents name their children, they imbue them with meaning. It carries their wish for their children's place and use in the world. You, what's your name mean? My name is a culmination of wishes, not only of my parents, but many more. It means that I was born with the precious jade. Jia Bao Yu. Awful. Honglu's better. At least try to whisper. Oh, I'll call the boy whatever you want. Oh, I'll call the rich boy whatever I want to. If I'm ever forced to call him a young master Bao Yu or some servile shite like that, I'd rather take a punch or two from the guide. I could feel the horrified gaze of the servant staring at us. I don't mind, so please continue to call me Honglu if you want. Please see yourselves, honored guests. The food will be served soon. Oi, what's all this? Do they actually expect us to eat all this? I don't think I've ever been intimidated by food before. There was, quite literally, a mountain of dishes on the table. I was starting to wonder if the purpose of these dishes was more to flaunt their wealth than to feed us a reasonable amount of food. What a feast! I can ask for more refills, right? Huh? Yes. Anyway, what's up with those empty seats over there? Are we still killing time for some guests to arrive? I don't think so. They're probably seats for my older siblings somewhere in Dongmyeon. They probably just didn't want to attend. I love Rodeo so much. This is a banquet to welcome me, after all. I'm sure they believe it was a waste of time to attend. Man, they better be some real busy schedule to miss this. Shamu, venerated be her presence, graces us! Shamu, venerated be her presence, graces us! With the announcement, utter silence quickly devoured the busy hubbub. Those who were sitting quickly rose to their feet and bowed, while those who were standing knelt down on all fours, their backs bent so low that their foreheads were nearly touching the floor. And the woman walking out from between them, the crowd itself parting down the middle from her sheer presence. Oh, there's grandmother. Was Honglu's grandmother, the family hierarch of H Corp, and its executive director. Jiamu's presence was at once warm, gentle, and yet immersive and overwhelming, like a personification of an insurmountable mountain. We are graced by your presence, venerable Jiamu. We are graced by your presence, venerable Jiamu. What should we bow to?
이미 접시에
I
고개를
don't think
파묻고
you can
있으니
bow any lower with your face halfway in the bowl. You should be fine, probably. Damn. Poor Ronya.
이 옆에
She's surrounded by Haishu, too, I think. Guys, everything's gonna be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. How much do I want to bet this next line is gonna be Don Quixote? As everyone was bowing before Xiaomu, awe and humbled, only Hong Lu looked straight at Xiaomu without bowing. Then he got up from his seat and walked towards her. Oh wow, we didn't have a Don Qi
오랜만에 인사드려요.
moment. It's been a while, grandmother.
보육도련님, 가까이
Please ascend,
올라오시죠.
young master Bao Yu. It seemed that a special permission was needed to even stand next to her, as Hong Lu was allowed to approach her only after the servant gave him the go-ahead.
보가
Little Bao Yu,
얼마나 고단하고
you must have walked
여의치
and
않은
toiled
여정이
tirelessly
아니냐.
on your journey home.
그렇지 않아요, 할머니.
Not at all, grandmother. I was able to learn so many new things thanks to everyone who treated me so nicely.
배움을
Had you
통달하고자
sought to
했다면
master the art of learning, no master regardless of pursuit would have been out of your reach. You could have learned much in the halls of erudition from them.
글방에 앉아 아무리
Yet the
학문에
world
눈이
taught
닿다가도
from sheets of
그저
paper
그뿐일 뿐.
are simply that, words on paper.
우리는
We wish that you, dear Bao Yu, would learn more of the secular world, not to let flow betwixt your fingers the time that is given you. The time that is given you. Like, this bro's gonna die, isn't he? Like, what are they gonna do to this guy? They're all like, you're running out of time, like... what are they're gonna put this guy in the explosion room and explode him? Next chapter, just... hey guys, hey Hong Lu, step into the Hong Lu explosion room that we have in the house.
네.
I know this opportunity was more than what I deserved, grandmother. More than what I deserved. I think that's just saying they wanted him to see the world rather than sit at home his whole life. I don't know. It feels like they were like using him for something, or they're going to use him for something, and I don't know what. I appreciate your return, all the same. That you have decided. That you have. What? Am I stupid? Am I not able to read that? Is that a word? Why can't I read? What's wrong with me today? Is Project Moon just hiring the most, like, literate translators on planet Earth? To do something that is beneath one's dignity.
Dane.
Deigned. Deigned to return. Okay. That you have deigned to return before me ere my abdication of the great responsibility. Verily, it appears that young Hong Lu shined to Limbus company as Bull of sorts. Gran Turismo? What's that? Can the two of you stop babbling with your mouths full? Young masters of family most eminent are oft sent to the world on a grand tour. Thus coined was this presence Gran Turismo, if thou wilt. A foe they are to commence their public activities. The purpose is to learn the varied experiences that cannot be gained from books, to grow familiar with the world outside. Okay, so that's what it is. Well, maybe it's that. They make it sound like he can't leave again, though. Or maybe he can. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. I hear that you have met with Ji-shun in the world not long ago.
그럼요.
I have.
총명한
A
아이.
bright child she is, well prepared to take on the challenges of the family hierarch evaluations, I presume.
맞아요.
I agree. I'm sure Ji-shun will wisely overcome the trials.
그래.
Indeed.
어르신들께는
Have you paid visit to the revered elders then?
드렸느냐?
곧 방문드리려.
I will, soon.
왕부인도
Lady
이곳으로
Wang,
올라오거라.
ascend here as well.
송구합니다.
With your mercy, Jiamu, of course. Honglu's mother hurried up to where Xiaomu stood.
하나뿐인 아들이
It must cause your heart great
강물을
distress to have your
떠돌고
one
있으니
and only son depart his
마음이
home
편치 않을 것이다.
to wander the world beyond the hedges.
아닙니다.
Of course not, Jiamu.
저는
Oh, I am simply so glad my son Baoyu
이렇게 제 몫을
has
하는
returned as a man who
생각이
can now
너무
more than
무섭더라고요.
carry his own weight, and unharmed too.
더 그러니
Thus, dear Baoyu,
재촉할 생각은
I don't mean to
없지만
rush, but when are you planning to depart again?
출가 날짜는
아직 정해진 건 없어요.
Nothing has been decided yet, Mother. I see. I am simply concerned that, were you to stay here prolonged, perhaps you might fade before your duties are completed. Complete your duties and return soon, so that the agreement Xiaomu so graciously made for us is fulfilled. Hmm?
그래.
Indeed.
잃지도 말고
Lose not, forget not.
잊지도 말. 너는
You are our family's one and only Jade. So it does have to do with his eye.
우리의 둘도
Dear
없는
Baoyu,
진귀한
our
복.
peerless treasure, tarry not over long in this mundane world.
때가 되면 다시
Leave
너나
when the
그
time is right
가치를
and fulfill
다하거라.
your worth.
그럴게요.
Okay, grandmother.
할머니.
Mother. And now we're back to where the start was. Where is my fighting? I love the background for this chapter, though. God, it's beautiful. Okay, I gotta give myself a quick reading break. I will be back in just a second. I hope you will all forgive me for my throat being tired. But I will be right back. I just need to get some water. BRB. Limbus, oh, that's not my BRB, I can't. Oops. I'm back. My cat just decided to leave. He apparently wants to use his scratching post. Alright. Sway Boshai. Oh, and hello, Bina. Welcome back. I see there's a lot of fighting that happened in chat while I was gone. As I wouldn't have it any other way. You got turned into a book. I'm really sorry. The Book of Pikmin. The Book of Olimar. Dang, have we done 3 back-to-back reading chapters? No fighting in the palace! I thought the sinners were doomed to chew uncomfortably. This Yao ID Honglu? Yeah, I guess. I don't know when. Maybe a future Walpurgisnacht or something? It's gonna be a couple down the road, though. I thought the sinners were doomed to chew uncomfortably through this incredibly awkward meal, but Jia Mu and her retinue of Kaishu left the banquet hall quite promptly after the exchange. It was as though they had no more reason to remain there. It is odd that they should inquire Hong Lu of his departure plans on the very welcoming of his return.
그러게요. 아끼는 것처럼 보이다가도.
Right? One moment it appears like they really care about him then. And then... How do you think they will implement singleton game-wise if index gets to... I don't know if they will. They'll probably just have something to do with prescripts. But maybe they'll figure out something. I don't know exactly. The appearance of that care for one's own child was also quite distinct and unusual compared to the typical display of emotional intimacy expressed in average households. Hey, Baoyu. That's when an unfamiliar, chipper voice hopped jovially into our conversation. Why didn't you come and see me first? I've been staying in the same building ever since you departed here, you know. Ah, big sis. Su Baoshai. It's been so long. You've come all the way to my welcome banquet to fill a seat. I appreciate that. What would I do to make Rhodia real? What wouldn't I do? Had I known that you'd be coming home today, Baoyu, I would have summoned everyone I could from Su to is it Su? Zu? From Zu family to see you too. Big Bro Pan's been itching to know how you've been doing. Oh, goodbye, Bina. Thank you for stopping in to do some fighting. Yeah, sure he was. Zichun, who's been sitting in complete silence for the entire banquet, muttered quietly to herself. Who else have you greeted since you arrived today, Baoyu? My parents and Jiamu. Really? So I'm your first then? She made a cheerful remark before leaning close up to his eye. Your jade has always so glimmered and is always so glimmering and pristine, Baoyu. Look, I made myself a necklace in the same color as your eye, and wore it every day to constantly remind myself of you. Well, do you see it? Oh, you have. Thank you for remembering me. So are you gonna introduce us to her, or... Hey, why couldn't we just let that nice reunion play out? Man. Rhodia stepped forward, unable to stand the curiosity. Oh, she's... Hi, I'm Baochai of the Sui family. I have a very profound relationship with dear Baoyu here. A very profound relationship. He is my betrothed, as I to him. I'd say that's pretty profound, hmm? Oh, wait, that's... Oh, he's marrying his sister. What?
그렇게 놀라실
It's
일도
nothing to be
있답니다.
surprised about. These
어르신들의
profound
지나간
relationships can be
약속을
established
지키는
effortlessly in the simple
그러니까요.
exchange of agreements between our elders.
아니,
Hey, you could have at least given us a hint. But I won't be married until I leave Limbus Company, though.
그러니 굳이
I thought that it wasn't relevant enough to share. Sorry about overhearing earlier, but you guys are Baoyu's friends, right? I've been so curious to hear what kind of life Baoyu lived out there. Care to share some tales of your journey with me?
어리는 가라.
Don't have stories for kids.
이야기가
Shoo.
아니니.
Why? But I love stories about bloodshed. One of Big Sister Bao Chai's pastimes was curating creepy stories of urban legends. Then maybe I'll share some.
조금만.
Oh, what about everyone else? I love adventure stories. Be careful what you wish for. I beseech thee to find a seat, for I shall now regale thee with a tale in which an adventure of most wondrous valor unfolds. Brace thyself, for this particularly old and terrifying tale features a big scary bear lurking in a cavern. Ha! If you're finished with your meals, why don't we all go back to our residences? You're so angry again, Jishun. Last I heard, you lost much of your followers in a large battle, didn't you? I'm so sorry. I used more than 3 handkerchiefs wiping away my tears upon hearing that news. Toxic Yuri has hope. She got jealous. Bucky, what are you doing? You're like pawing at a corner, bro. He's like looking at me like, I'm not doing anything. So the Sui family's heard it too, huh? You're not wrong, but that's irrelevant to what I've brought the family But that's irrelevant to what I've brought to the family hierarch war. Always a big fan of your confidence, Ji-chun. It's a good look, you know? Oh, that reminds me. You better watch your back, big sis Bao Chai. Looks like Big Brother Bao Yu's learning how to sink a knife into your back with that same carefree smile. What'd she mean by you knifing people in the back? I just had a small falling out with Ji-chun, that's all. Ji-chun must have been trying to get you on her side, huh? Yeah, no wonder she wanted you on her team. Bao Yu's always excelled at whatever he does without stressing out or losing that happy smile. It just kind of worked out that way. Guess he can be a bit irritating like that, huh? Some people, though rare, are indeed like that. Oh, that reminds me, did you by any chance run into Big Brother Kiwi? I haven't, but they have. That's good. She placed her hand over her chest as though she just survived an incredibly dangerous accident, before eyeing us anxiously. So, what happened? Do you know what he was trying... Did you know that he was trying to ally? I do know that he was trying to ally with Yuhia. I mean, it didn't seem like anyone else was viewing that as an alliance other than Yuhia himself, but it must have been a pretty open secret among the candidates that Jia Kui was trying to ally with Yuhia. Certified Project Moon fan? Yeah. They cut Big Brother Yuhia's head off when he was with us. Oh my, horizontally or vertically? Horizontally? What am I saying? Horizontally or vertically? H. So this is the 3rd time, huh? Yuhia is really incorrigible. He never knows when to zip it and sit down. Well, Big Brother Ki, I had a feeling he'd be here when Family Hierarch War begins. Everyone in Dangyan's heard that creepy song from the backstreets, you know. Gosh, things get so awkward and hostile at Dongwon every time there's any mention of him. Well, I guess it's fortunate that he won't be coming after me once the competition begins. And why is that? Because I'm simply too charming and adorable to kill outright, of course. Besides, whatever Big Brother Key's goals are, they probably have nothing to do with the Sway family. I can see that. Bao Chai took a step towards Hong Lu and leaned in close to his face. Do you smell my fragrance still, Bao Yu? You have never reeked Big Sis Bao Chai. Bao Yu. I've always been and always will be residing at Hengguan. Promise to pay me a visit before you leave. With that, she gracefully walked out of the room. Well, how about we also start heading back? This place can get pretty dark around high hour. You... Why'd you leave? Haha, it's nothing. She's just a big sis I used to play with when I was a child. One of the very few in Dongyeon who was nice to me. So where should we head to next? Good question. Just going by the scale of everything here, it should be safe to expect something real ritzy, right? You're my guest, so you should be able to stay at my building. Within Dongyeon. It's within walking distance from here. We should be there in no time, even on foot. Dang it, now chat's dead. What happened? Everyone, the break happened and everyone fought each other and then everyone died. R.I.P. You all turned into books? It happens. Ihangyan. Well, at least we're fighting again.
이거 참 설레는구려. 자, 여기랍니다.
Ta-da! Here we are! That was a pretty long walk. Still technically within walking distance, but... this place is called Yihongyang. This room was made from the most aromatic flower tree within H Corp. Try taking a deep breath and... You can smell the lovely fragrance of flower aroma, pervading, spreading from the very tip of your nose. It's unique to this building. Very much so. It's an unseen and invisible thing, yet it retains much of its pleasant redolence. My cat is doing something, and I don't know what. Bro, stop. It's okay. Yeah, I hear you. You don't want to get in there. Hi, Haeyoung Kim. This place is huge, too. You've been living here alone all along? Yes, I was told to stay in a larger room, but I preferred this place more. It has been long, young master. Siren reporting. Oh, hey, is she? Have you been well, Siren? Yes, I am always... I am as I always have been. Siren watched us emotionlessly as our rowdy crowd poured into the yard. Her expression did not change even when she saw Honglu, who presumably hadn't been home in quite some time. Are they young master's guests? I will guide them to the room. Please follow me. Now that we're here, I've got to pay a visit somewhere. I'll be back soon, though. To where wilt thou journey? Allow us to accompany thee. Huh, it's okay. Just on my way to say hello and pay my respects to the elders. So it'll be better if I go there alone. This way. Well, I guess I could say this about every operation, but
이렇게 현장까지
The weight of our
직접
mission doesn't really sink in
실감이
until
나네요.
we're actually there.
가주 대전.
You're talking about family hierarch war, right?
다른 후보들은
Yeah, the
이것
other
하나만을
candidates have
위해
been preparing
명언을
for this for
준비해왔다고
years while we have, what,
저희는 그걸
overnight?
나는 벼락치기 타입이어서
I don't know.
그런가.
I'm a procrastinate until the last minute kind of gal, so I'm pretty sure we can handle this.
부조리한 상황에서 임무를
This is not the first instance in which we are demanded to work through a task in an unfavorable, inequitable situation.
상관없지 않겠나.
Why does it matter?
어차피 우리가
Our
노리는
goal
거 가주의 자리가 아니지
isn't to
않나.
claim the throne of the family hierarch anyway. A few hours ago.
천만 다행이지 않겠어요?
Oh yeah, we never did find
그래도
out what the plan
저희의
was.
목표가 가주 대전의 1등이 아니라는
Well, isn't it such a relief that our goal isn't to come first place in the family hierarch war?
1등을 할 필요가
Does that mean us to say
없다는 건가?
that we needn't be the first? My idiot cat. Give me just a second. Ugh. Why would you want to do that? Okay. Nothing broken. Does that mean us to say that we needn't be first?
당연하죠.
Yeah, obviously. Why would we want a sitter to become the head of H Corp?
외부인을 앉히는 것보다
Would it not provide a much more reliable means of control to plant an individual of this company at the highest seat of a wing instead of letting an unaffiliated individual assume it?
일이 그렇게 간단하게 굴러가지는 않죠. 그리고 LCB는
There's a lot more going on behind the scenes, guys. Besides, LCB still has much left to do as the LCB. Then would I be so right to assume that this isn't a winner-take-all situation here? Do other candidates get something for participating too?
가주 심사에서 10등 안에
Anyone who
드는
places
사람은
within the top
순위
10
순서로
will gain the right to take
아무
one
장소에서
item of their
아무거나
choice from the
하나
family
가져갈 수
treasury.
있는 포상을
Of course,
받거든요.
the one who places the highest goes first.
하지만 2등 안에는 들어야
But we're going to have to come in at least second place in order to ensure that we obtain the item we're looking for.
아,
No, that's weirdly insulting. Sod it. Why don't we shoot for the top anyway?
못 보던 사이에
Your confidence seems to have gone through the roof since our last operation together.
뭐
Well, we did go through a lot of crazy stuff.
그리고 그
Anyways,
어마어마한 마음
care to guess what's
창고에
deep inside Hong Yan's gargantuan treasury?
황금가주요.
The Golden Bow.
네.
Right on! Buried in the middle of all kinds of other treasure, along with any knowledge of its true value.
그래서
So, Faust, what did Manager Sod share with you as our strategy for the first round?
그러고 보니
I very much wish to know as well, for the suggestion of mutual understanding seemed to exist exclusively betwixt Faust and Sod.
가주 심사 1차전의 내용은
The first round of the family hierarch evaluation
대관원의
tests
어르신들을
what
위해
descendants had
준비해왔던
prepared
것을 시험하는 자리입니다.
and brought the elders of Hong Yan. What the descendants have prepared, huh? So this must be what Jia Jichun's been referring to this whole time.
네.
Yes,
불로불사에 관한 것이죠.
to be free from aging and death, immortality.
즉, 각자가
Each candidate
생각하고
is to
있는
present an
진정한
answer before the
불로불사란
judge
무엇인가에 대한
to demonstrate their idea of true immortality. Right, so what's the answer to true immortality then?
그건
Not even
파우스트도
Faust can answer
내놓을
that.
수 없는 답입니다.
What are we even doing here?
다만
But we may be able to demonstrate a facsimile of immortality, or at least pretend as though we are close to the answer.
답을 원하는 건 그들인데
Given that they are the ones who are seeking that very answer, they will not disqualify us, Honglu to be exact, from the competition.
그럴듯해 보인다면
I see,
악착같이
they will
매달릴
cling on to whatever
거야.
clue they can get their hands on,
그런 이야기.
so we'll be using that desperation.
그렇습니다.
Precisely.
그 가모인가는 제일
That
높아
important
보이는
looking
사람도
old bat
그 녀석
Jiao
많이
Mu
아낀다며.
favors him.
가서
Doesn't she?
총같은
Oh,
걸
I'm doing Western. Why am I doing Western? Oi, bruv, I'm talking in a British accent. That important looking old bat Jiao Mu favors him, doesn't he? Maybe she'll give him a bonus points or something. It's like I can do it, but like as soon as I read it for like a short period of time, I lose it. Oi, bro, I'm talking in a British accent. I'm talking all British-like. British, because I can do it on, like, stereotypical British words, but I don't know the enunciation on other words. That important-looking old bat Julie Jia Mao favors him. And then I can't do the accent in addition to God, it's so hard, bro. I'm making myself frustrated by just trying to do this. I need to stop. Maybe she'll give him bonus points or something. So that's what we'll be using Honglu for.
그건
That is...
네, 맞아요.
Yes, you're right. It is my turn to be used. Oh! When did you get back? Honglu nonchalantly chimed into the conversation, having slipped between us unnoticed. Hey, you're back pretty soon, huh? Unfortunately, what Otis just said could sound quite crass depending on how you cut it. Honglu, you don't have to. Don't mind what she just said. But why would I mind it? My use is to be a ticket to participating in the Hierarch War. The only option for obtaining the Golden Bow in H-Corp. She didn't say anything wrong. Your use. Well, if you be using me, hopefully this will lead to an outcome we can all be happy with.
모두가 기뻐하기에는
Verily, such an outcome would be best. Yet, young Ji-chun hath already exhaled with great gusto out her nostrils before turning away from our party when our eyes met. Poor Dawn. She wants her friend back. Well, Ji-chun... Honglu's eyes twinkled briefly as though he was shifting into a dream. I didn't think it was possible for me to be friends with Ji-chun again. We're back to not being on speaking terms again, but it was at least... It was as though I'd gone back in time. Back to when we were both children. But we can't go back to the past. What did you say? Are you drunk on... Are you drunk or on something? Did you really just say that to me? Oh, what a stupid thing of me to ask. You've never been drunk in your life. Your mind's always been so damn clear. Bucky, calm down. If you're gonna be up there, you gotta be calm, Bo. You gotta be calm, buddy. I can't have you wandering up here. None of this matters to you, does it? Even when I get angry or when I shout at you like this, none of it gets to you, does it? Just... What happened to you that day? How could someone become so... Ji-chun, Forget it. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. It's my fault for expecting you to have at least one normal sibling in this messed up family. In that memory, Honglu was wearing a quiet smile even before her hushed anger. But don't you want to be friends with her again? At the end of all things, these connections between people, they're just moments. Ephemeral things. So what I want doesn't matter. Honglu. A sinner so aloof, so detached, that it feels as though he's always floating through the clouds. I once thought that was just the kind of guy he was. Someone who's just happened to be above everything that's happened around us, instead of just another messed up person with messed up problems of their own. But slowly and gradually, I had begun to realize that there was something off about him under the surface. Honglu, about participating in the family hierarch war, do you really not feel anything about it? Have you completely excluded yourself from it? I don't, and I have. It's just the way things worked out, right? Executive Manager. It is true that his high-value judgment will have no tangible influence on this company's direction. Faust is in agreement. Sinners do not have the right to refuse their missions. That may be true, yet I find it unnecessary to turn away from and neglect the suffering conditions in their hearts, stemming from future obligation to their missions. Conditions of our hearts. But perhaps unnecessarily peering into them is how we beget suffering? What manner of... Back then, when I lived here in Dagwanyan, so many choices passed before my eyes. Should I kill that child who is from a different family? Should I even survive? Should I walk past that dying boy, or should I stop to help him?
그냥 처음에는 제가
When they were
무언가
first
선택해보려
presented to me,
했답니다.
I tried to make a choice.
하지만 그
But it
선택이
didn't
아무
take
의미가
that long
없다는
for
걸
me to
아는
realize
것에
that my
그리
choices
오랜
meant
시간이
nothing.
걸리진 않았어. 그래서 저는
So I
어떤 것도
decided not to
택하지
choose
않기로
at all.
했답니다. 그게 지금의 저예요.
And that's me, as I am now.
림버스 컴퍼니에 입사하게 된
There were
후에
many wonderful things
좋았던
about
점은
joining
수도
Limbus
없이
Company,
많지만
but
제가 무언가 선택하지
I think my
않아도
favorite
된다는
part
점이
of the experience
특히
was that I
좋았던 것
I was never given a choice. If Limbus had ruined a smoke effect, that would make a Hong Jewel. You're so right, Box. Bonglu.
이상한 곳 같은데요.
That's definitely kind of weird.
어라?
Oh,
분위기가
looks like things have
조용해졌네요.
gotten weirdly quiet around here.
사담은 여기까지 하도록 하죠.
That was enough discussion of private
해야 할
matters.
이야기가 많습니다.
There is much ground for us to cover.
그럼
Let us
1차
begin
대전의
by
계획에
discussing our
대해
plan for the first
말씀드리죠.
round. The next morning. There's still some time until we have to leave.
밤에는 잘 보이지 않았지만
What may be the purpose of these scarecrows veiled in nocturnal shadows
무엇이요?
that were at yesternight?
아,
Oh
아직도
wow,
있었네요.
they're still here.
이곳에 자제들이
There are
거처를
training
머무르다
courts
보면
next to every
이런
building
식의
where children of this place
연구장이
live.
마련되어 있어요. 걷고 뛸 나이가 될
Here,
때는
every child of
누구나 이
walking,
헛소리들이랑
running
놀곤
age
한답니다.
will get to play with all these dummies.
놀이라.
Play. Early education is important.
저기
수업이랑 어떻게
Yet, how does one play with these dummies? And it appeareth that this dummy is adorned with a most dashing piece of fashion for its head.
아, 그건
Ah,
제가
that's the
7살 때
first
처음
dummy I
만난
received when I was
허수아비예요.
7.
그때는 말이죠.
Back then, I thought even dummies
허수아비를
couldn't feel
때리면
pain when struck.
아파하는 줄.
Such was the blissful rumination of all those who were once children.
그럼 여기에 태어난
So, is it like a tradition for kids born in the family? Is it like a tradition for kids born here to formally learn how to fight?
아, 그건 아니에요.
Oh, not exactly. Whoa, so this is what grandmother gifted you, big bro? Yep. I don't know how it works, though. Well, that's weird to see him frowning. Must be a doll effigy for dress up. Oh, perhaps you could adorn it with some trinkets? Maybe it's got like a guardian spirit that protects your house, big bro Baoyu.
얼씨구
Oh boy.
이건 말이지.
Here, let me show you how it's done. Why'd you punch Grandma's gift? Don't you think you're hurting it?
아파해?
Hurt it? Really now? This wooden
이렇게
thing?
자라나야 살아남을 수 있다는 게
It's more that they have to grow up this way if they want to survive.
생각보다 제대로 된
This WTD isn't so bad. This wooden training dummy appears to have been designed and crafted with some precise engineering craftsmanship. We still have some time until departure. Why don't we try using them for a warm-up exercise? I don't want to get all sweaty though. I want you to.
위험한 것도
Well,
아니고.
it's not like these things will pose us any danger. I think we can try them out just once to see how we're doing today.
들었나 제군들.
Attention! We have orders from the executive manager. From this moment forth, we will put our all into laying utter ruin to these training dummies. Hey, I didn't even give an order. Oh well, it won't hurt to get our blood pumping now.
전원 돌격.
All forces, charge!
장부에 적힌 놈들은 볼 때마다
What a
기가
fight.
막힌다. 우리 중지가
What does this even
검지처럼
use?
엄격한 것도 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
Gain clash power for every type of negative effect on themselves? These things clash pretty high. On hit, inflict offense level down next turn. Dang, these guys are, If it failed to hit a skill, gain clash power up next turn equal to the number of skill turns this unit failed to hit. Oh god. If this unit hits an enemy with a skill, reset the stack. Each roll 57 to do 2/3 of your health. These things are turn end. If this unit was hit by 4 or more attacks, do To all enemies that attacked this unit, apply 1 damage up next turn for every turn this unit was hit. If this unit was hit by 3 or fewer attacks, reset the above stack. If this unit was hit by 4 or more attack skills, to all enemies that attack this unit, apply 1 damage up. Okay, well, this isn't a focused encounter, this is a chain counter. I guess we'll just run it and see what happens.
갑니다. 먹지.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버리자.
I guess if we just kill them fast, it doesn't matter. Feels weird that we can make them bleed.
나 참.
I guess that would be really weird.
의사가 아니야.
Unfortunately, in a gacha game, they can't give characters bleed immunity. Because then if some player who's free to play has a team of characters that they've rolled without paying money. Oh, I'm seeing those neutrals. This clash power is starting to get up there. We better finish these suckers off before one of them spins around and roundhouse kicks the center in the nuts. Ouch. There's my first slap to the noggin.
웃기는 자. 끝나고 나서 고래구이 파티를 열어주겠다.
Wow, that's staggered.
여기 좀 낫나?
1 hit and a stagger. Sheesh, these dummies don't mess around.
갑니다. 나가서 싸우고 향을 씹으시. 피날레 뚫리고.
Get him, Don! Get him! Bleed those mother suckers! Bleed them dry!
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 겉에.
Ooh! Crispy evade. That always, I love the evade sound when it actually works.
여기 벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지 녀석들도 쳐야 한다.
Can we stop getting yellows in our blood fiend rolls? I want to launch out a big ol' powered up red. Well, we can't power up a red. We don't have, I forgot, we don't have our certain snip fellow.
완성되었나?
한 놈의 죽음으로 끝내긴 죄가
Alright, last goobers.
벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지
Time for you all to die.
피날레를 시작하자.
Die, die, die. Explode, 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 explode.
해야 할 고통.
따뜻. 쏟아내라. 엎드리도록.
이제야 완성되었나?
Oh, I'm getting tired, chat. I'm so sorry. My voice is really, like, I just did so much reading and my voice is getting raw. I think I might call it for tonight. I know there's so much more to this, but like, man, I thought I was gonna be built different this evening, but I guess work's kind of sucked the life out of me. I'm sorry. I was hoping to get through most of this in one stream. I have no idea how far along I am. I hope you'll forgive me, chat. But I'll have to call it here, I think. So, thank you everybody for chat and lurk and all of the above. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish this up relatively soon. I'll probably do this, I don't want to take too much longer on it, but I'm not exactly sure when I'll do it. So, Probably relatively soon. Maybe maybe Monday, potentially Sunday. I'm not exactly sure how we'll do it, but until then, you all take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bucky loves you. I appreciate you. Hope you take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay fresh. I'll be doing Minecraft tomorrow, I believe. And I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye, everybody.